Good evening, everybody. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oh, just getting the microphone on. Hopefully you can hear me. Hopefully you can see me. Haven't done my usual tests. It's been another bonkers day here. We've had tradespeople in and out all day, fixing stuff up and doing bits and pieces. And we had the plumber took the radiator off because one of the bathrooms is being completely tiled. And what am I doing? Create the room. That's what I'm trying to do. And what am I doing? Hang on a second, guys. What am I trying to do? There we go. There we go. There we go. That's good. Yeah. So he took the radiator off, and then this evening Joe came to do some washing up, get some hot water, and we found that the hot water wasn't working. So I just had to call the out of hours. They've said, "Oh, do you know how to reset it?" It's like, no. So I've just had a crash course on repriming the combi boiler. With this loop thing and getting the bar pressure up and messing around. So yeah, I was just doing that, and it's put me a little bit late tonight. But I'm now as well as a sim racer, I'm a boiler engineer as well. No, I'm not. No, I am not. Where are we? Let's not leave that up there because that will rattle its head off and it will fall off, and then the dog will have it later on. Hulky was P1 this evening. Good evening, my friend. Welsh boy in P2. Ollie's in. Good evening. Chat was disconnected for some reason. Now it's reconnected. Not quite sure why. Greg is in. Hulky, Welsh boy, Alabala Bushi. Super Sounds Racing's in. Thank you to all of you. Has a gaming. I'm hoping will not be in today. I believe it was the funeral of his grandfather. Have been thinking about has a gaming and hoping everything went as well as it can be. I mean, when it comes to funerals, how can you say when as hope it's gone as well as it can be? It's a bit of a numpty statement as far as I'm concerned. But I'm hoping that they have given his grandfather a good send off and remembering the good times, and I'm sure, like a lot of us that lose grandparents and parents and family members, I'm sure that he will be missed. But hopefully we won't see Hazard Gaming. But my thoughts are with him and his family, and I hope that everything is working out as best as it can. We've got Borat has just jumped in. Thank you so much for your kind comment earlier on in the Discord. That was so nice. He said he nearly broke his neck when he noticed that everybody was like slowing down yesterday to wait for people, which is what we do naturally around here. And I often forget that when people come to us from outside of the community, they're not expecting that sort of thing. And it was very, very nice to hear somebody saying how nice it was and how respectful and stuff like that. And just a little bit of a reminder of what we do around here and looking out for people and helping people to get faster and all of those good things. Yes, it's about winning. We're racing, but it's not always all about winning. Sometimes it is winning together by some of the slower people getting quicker and learning the skills and things like that. I can see the Greg White and Hulky are both in the Swift. I've gone with the Scirocco. Jack Kobe's in the Scirocco. Going to come back to Jack in just a moment. Reno's in the Sylvia. Borky's in the Swift. So quite a few Swifts in this one. Is it going to be interesting? I am interested to see how those Swifts run in this particular race. I'm still getting used to the track. Haven't had the chance to do any running, so all over the place. Borky's in. Good evening to you, my friend. And Gaming is in as well. Just a quick pop in to smash that like, buddy. Have a good one. And yeah, rest in peace, Hazard. Absolutely. But Damage, thanks for popping in and dropping that like. Really appreciate it. I'm a little bit behind with jumping into other people's streams at the moment because of all the stuff that's going on with the house. There is so much that I do need to do and so much I need to catch up on. I've got people chasing me for videos at the moment, some of the how-to videos people want me to do, some people want me to revisit some of them, and just lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff to catch up on, and absolutely no time to do it. It's infuriating. It really is. But we will get there. We will get there. Oh, poor old Welsh boy. I'm tidying up my mess that I made in my front room. I've got filler everywhere. Oh, we had a guy in that was doing a lot of messy stuff earlier on, but he's tidied up and then done a whole load of filling and sanding, and he's going to come back and finish it off tomorrow, which will be good. Reese is in. Good evening. And Ollie's just jumped in saying, evening everyone, and Mitch. So good evening to you guys, and thank you for joining me this evening. I keep thinking about potentially reworking my rig so that this the laptop that I use for the chat is over here. But it's just it's a complete. I've got to change the rig around quite a lot. I need to move the TV up a bit for when I'm running on the other wheel, and all sorts of things. So lots and lots and lots and lots of stuff to do. Just no time at the moment. But yeah, Mad Hatter, any GL4, any GL4. I'm just going to go with it. Yep. Any GL4 tonight. So any GL4, any GL3. You guys will have to forgive me. Rita and I, Rita won't be with us until later, but Rita and I are working on our GL3 cars at the moment. As you will know, those of you that follow me, I constantly have a confidence issue with the GR3 cars, and I'm trying to build my confidence with the BMW. What isn't quite so well known is Rita had a little bit of a wobble in the GR3s as well recently, and we're working on getting her back into the groove as it was. But boy, oh boy, she was on it yesterday. There was some good races. I think she won one of them as well. Could even have been this race, actually. I can't remember which one she won. I remember that she won one of the races last night, which was great to see. But yeah, we're just working on things at the moment. So I'm afraid that I'm bringing you along for the ride, and all of you are helping both of us to get quicker as well. So thank you ever so much for that. We are preparing, this one we're preparing for next week's TCSRL Moonshine Cup race. That's why I'm doing this one each evening when we kick off. And then we'll be joining Hulky, who's in the room today, at the end of August for his GTE championship that he's running. Completely sold out now. All of the places are taken, unless, of course, he decides to open up a second lobby. Rita had to do that on Wednesday, because she'd got, I think, 20 runners, and you can only have 16 in Gran Turismo. Yeah, she's had to run two lobbies, and I can see that Hulky can well get in the same position with his soon, because they're very, very popular. I mean, we got 4 weeks before we start running those races, at least 4 weeks, if not 5. And it's completely sold out already, which is amazing. White Wolf, good evening. Speedy, good evening. Good evening to you. Poor old Speedy is in the wars. His PlayStation 5 has gone bang. He's deciding not to replace it. So Speedy on his stream is going to be majoring more on the LMU side of things with the PC. So if you're interested in seeing how he's getting on, pop across and say hello. Tell him I sent you. Drop him a like and a sub if you haven't already. He's trying to work his way up to 1,000 subs. But he's doing LMU now. I'm sticking with Gran Turismo for the moment, but I have got my eye on a couple of other racing simulators. But I want to stick with the PS5 at the moment. I don't want to go down the PC route and that endless treadmill of upgrading and fixing and breaking and fixing and upgrading and fixing and breaking and fixing and just spending loads of money and trying to fight things I don't understand. So forgive me for the moment. I'm steering clear of that. So there we go. Before we get going, and I've got just under a minute, can I say a massive congratulations to Jack Kobe, our resident alien. He told me just before I went live that he has just gone, or has gone earlier today, second in the UK in the Daily Race C. That is incredible, to be second in the UK. Wonderful. The next step is obviously to go first in the UK and then go top 3 in the world. But I reckon one day we're going to see Jack Kobe at the World Finals. He's getting quicker and quicker and quicker all of the time. Right, we are at 10 past. I am going to get this one going very, very, very quickly. I just want to go through the running order. So we've got Jack Kobe, Mad Hatter, Greg White, Welsh Boy, Ollie, me, Hulky, Reese, Reno 1980, Borat is in, and Borky. I do want to try and stick to the schedule as much as possible. Ollie says it looks so much fun and I can't wait for Project Motor Racing. I'm looking forward to that one too. And Ollie says can't wait for LMU to come to the console. I think that when LMU comes to the console and Project Racing comes out, and you know, if iRacing ever comes to the console, Gran Turismo is in trouble. I still love it. I still love the game. I love the graphics. I think it's one of the prettiest and well put together of the race sims, but it just lacks in far, far, far too many ways. iRacing not going to happen. I don't expect it ever will. Jack Kobe just saying it was some lap I did in the Daily Race C. I can imagine, my friend. I can absolutely imagine. Vanosphere, can imagine Jack at the World Final sat at the end of his bed with a controller. So could I. What would make me laugh, and well, I'm going to get going in a minute. I was waiting for White Wolf, but I can't wait a lot longer, otherwise we're going to get far behind because we've got too many races, and I do start at 10 past, so you know a lot of you are getting used to that, so I am going to get going in as soon as it hits 13. White Wolf can't join. There's no reason why you shouldn't be able to join. There's plenty of people in there. Osman's just going to join. As soon as he's in, I'm going to get going. White Wolf, I don't know. All I can say is try and reboot your PlayStation 5. But I am going to have to get going. But I can see Jack one day rocking up at the World Finals and he's like, what? Steering wheel? I want to do it on a controller. What's Osman doing? I can't wait anymore. Once it hits 13, we're going racing. Once it hits 13 minutes past, regardless, we're off. I'm just waiting to see if Osman jumps into a car. Oh, Mad Hatter's just changing car, just as I said that. He's going to have to be jolly quick. Is Mad Hatter still in there? I think he is. Let me just have a look. We've got 12 people. Jack Kobe, Mad Hatter, Osman, Greg White. Yep, they're all in. We are going racing. 12 races. Let's get this one underway. The first one of the night. You know what I'm like. I haven't practiced. Completely unprepared for this. We'll have to see how it goes. I give Jack a Red Bull Junior. He can't win then. Love it. Thank you to everybody that has joined me so early on in the stream this evening. 18 people watching it right now. Thank you so much. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed over the last 24 hours. Quite a jump in the old stats, which it's humbling, it's heartwarming, and I love every single one of you that is following me right now. I really do appreciate it. But what I do need to do is get to grips with this track. I did go through one of the replays earlier on just to see what we can do, and I'm not too far away on the braking points and stuff like that. It's just getting the track down now and learning it proper. And then once we've got the track learned proper, then we can look at hopefully speeding up a bit. Whoa! Yeah, I thought I was going to take one of the cars out then, so I'm just a little bit deep. Just followed far out onto the grass there. As you can see, I am still all over the place around here. So much for me to learn. Hard when you are fighting for positions. This is the tight one. I'm down the hill. Haven't got my fan on. Getting warm already. Even though I haven't got one of my racing shirts on tonight. These are a bit cooler. It's so warm in the UK right now. Got the angle wrong there. As you can see, my lines are terrible. Need to do a lot of running in this car. Is coming up behind me at the moment. It's one of those configurations we don't do very often. But I love the challenge. There was a little bit of a discussion earlier on about lag between people racing and me talking on the stream. I have the higher settings to try and keep the lag to an absolute minimum. But one of the things that came out in that discussion was to make sure that you hit the... I'm hitting everybody here. Just I don't know where to go to get out of the way. I just want to lift a little bit to let these guys through. Mad Hatter, I think I'm clobbered. Just trying to let them through. It's difficult. It's Jack Kobe and a few of the others. Yeah, just make sure that you do hit that little live. It's not a button, it's like some text in the browser. And just make sure in YouTube, just make sure you've got live press, because very often when you load up YouTube stream, it often has you're a bit behind the stream. So if you hit that live one, it jumps forward to bring you right up to date. You should be between 5 and 10 seconds behind me. When I check on my phone, I'm normally about 5 seconds, and that's because the signal has to leave my machine, go all the way across to YouTube, and then all the way back to my phone, or in your case it's got to go all the way to you. Some of you are like in the States, it's got to go, you know, I don't know where the UK or the European servers are, but it's got to go 4,000 miles across the Atlantic and be in the States, and jumping all of the jump points on the internet and stuff. So it's naturally going to be a little bit of a delay, and that's often why when I ask a question, I'll often ask that same question 3 or 4 times, because it keeps the continuity whilst I'm waiting that sort of 10, 15, 20 seconds for you to get back to me. Penalty. Did I get a penalty? I've seriously got to work on this one, otherwise I'm going to be falling back and back and back and back and back. Incidentally, you guys will see that the tyre wear is creeping down on this one now. I did advertise this as 1-on-1. I've actually gone with much higher tyre wear, sort of a little bit more akin to what Rita will be running next week, just to have a little look. I'm not entirely sure what she will be running, so I've made a bit of a guess on 5 tyre and 4 fuel, just to see how these tyres are going to wear. Simon, good evening. Roger Rooms, good evening to you too. Oh, come on. It was better. Still getting out on that curb a little bit, but I did notice that Jack was getting out on that curb a little bit. Also going very deep into that corner. Oh, I'm trying to do a Jack Kobe turn there, and thankfully I've clobbered the barrier there, which stopped me from spinning right round. But he's getting through there, braking that late. I do not know. I always maintained that there was no real difference between controller and steering wheel. I'm now really beginning to think differently, because when I look at a lot of the replays of the guys on controllers, really late, and I wonder if it's got something to do with the travel on the controller. Obviously, if you're on a controller, you just bang it, and your travel is very small, whereas on a pedal, you've invariably we've got a little bit more travel. I mean, I've got the hard elastometers on mine, so it's pretty short, the travel, but when I look at it, there's still more travel on my brake pedal than there is on the controller. So it's just a working hypothesis. Yeah, one of them. A hypothesis. I don't know if there's any truth in it, but I do struggle to. When I used to watch Unfazed's replays, I used to really struggle to brake as late as he did and make a corner. And I'm a little bit the same with Jack. I have to start my braking process just a little bit earlier to find that I'm braking as he is. So like there, just braking just a few meters. I could be talking complete rubbish, of course. It's like here, he's braking between those two, where those, in fact what he does is he starts to turn and then brakes into there. So he starts to turn where the marks are on the ground. Whereas I'm having to start to turn with the marks on the ground and pretty much start my brake at the same point. I think people in the chat will be telling me, saying, Mitchell, what you're talking about, that isn't what you're doing, just look at the screen. That's something I need to do a little bit later on. Oh, I've gone too deep, I got the corner wrong, I thought that was the squared off one. Looking at the map, that was the big tight one. Roger's asking if everything's all right with us guys. Yes, it's good. Well, it is with me. Well, it would be if I can get to grips with this car around this track. Or I didn't straddle the sausage there. I can't straddle the sausage in the Genesis, but I can straddle the sausages for the VW. So I'm just trying to do that at the moment. This one's got me a little bit. I keep winding up in the grass over there. Regardless of what I do, I think what I need to do is go a little bit deeper into that corner and V it a little bit more. Again, it's one of those corners where I need to look at the fast races. This one is where Jack often goes really, really deep. And he's on the power really early, having a lot of speed down here. And then this is the corner that's catching me out. I need to brake and start turning. Even Jack does. He follows these black lines. He takes that so much quicker than me. Again, I'm winding up on the grass. Underneath the bridge, hard on the brakes. I also don't think I'm braking hard enough for some of these corners. Annoyingly, I'm not really expecting to do very well at this one next week. We'll see though. Who knows? Who knows? I've got some time to trying to get to grips with the track. You'd have been over to the right there at the beginning of the curve. Over that curve there, jumped, but you can go over that one there. I'm probably gonna. Oh no, then we get a penalty. Okay, so don't chew the sausage on the way in, but we can have a big bite of sausage on the way out. And through here, hard to go around the back of somebody there, but very, very, very difficult to not wind up on the grass there. Got to do a lot of work. Hulky. Really, really quick in the Swift Sport there. Jack Kobe in the Scirocco going well. Welsh Boy in the Mustang going well. Just 900ths of a second behind Hulky. We've got Ollie in the Scirocco in 4th. Greg White in the Swift. Sylvia Reno. Reno in the Sylvia. And then Reese in the Mazda 3 in 7th. Interesting. I don't know whether the Scirocco is the right car here. Maybe the Swift is the car. Maybe the Swift is the car for this one. Maybe we might have to have a look at that at some point. It does look like the front-wheel drive car is pretty good. But then again, the The Mustang looked pretty strong around there. Hard to know. We don't have to stay in the same car. Rita has confirmed that we can change cars. It just needs to be a GR4 car. So we can run whatever one we want. Adelaide, no front for 3 laps. Jack said hard on tyre wear. It is hard on tyre wear again. Very, very hard on the tyre wear. Jack Kobe saying, I think the Supra around here, if you like it. Interesting. Haven't seen anybody in the Supra yet. Maybe that's something that we might have to have a little look at. So I've got the Swift, the Supra. There's a few to look at. So in that one we have the Scirocco, the Megane, the Swift, the Mustang, the Scirocco, Swift, Silvia, Hurricane, and Swift. But it seemed to be the Scirocco. Sorry, the Swift, the Mustang, and the Scirocco were the leading ones there. As you can see here, Hulky was your winner in the Swift Sport with a 141.3. Welsh Boy in the Mustang in second with a 141.0. I don't know whether Jack Kobe was absolutely going for that. Sometimes he'll drop to the back and then come through. So don't know quite how representative that is until I look at the replay. But he was on a 140.3 on the fastest lap. So that is showing that the Scirocco should be pretty good around here. Ollie in the Scirocco as well in 4th. And Greg White in the Swift Sport in 5th. Reno in the Silvia in 6th, ahead of Reese in the Mazda 3. And then I was in 8th, just all over the place, and penalties. Borky was in the Swift in 9th. And then we got a couple of Hurricanes either side of the Megane. Burrat in 10th, Mad Hatter 11th, and Osman in 12th with a DNF actually. So Hulky was your winner, Welsh Boy in 2nd, and Jack Kobe 3rd. So congratulations, Hulky. Gonna be interesting. I don't know what I'm gonna run, if I'm perfectly honest. Don't know which car. I was sort of, in some respects, sort of hoping that we were all going to be staying in the car that we chose initially. But we can, we can jump around into whatever car suits the track, which is quite nice because you get the opportunity to pit yourself in different cars throughout this championship rather than marrying yourself to one particular manufacturer, where obviously when we're going with Hulky, we are going to be in a set car for the whole of the series. So the nice thing about that is you can really get to grips with the car, learn the car, understand the car, get the most from the car. And that's good for me in the GR3s because I struggle with them. So it's nice that I'm just immersing myself in the M6 and learning that car inside out. Whereas the GR4s, which are a bit more forgiving, we got the opportunity to bounce around. So this is going to be pretty interesting. Reese is saying the Mazda is rubbish on tyre wear. The Scirocco's not a lot better, my friend. Really choose them. Mustang is a beast off the start, says Welsh Boy. And obviously Jack is saying the hard on the tyre wear as well. Ollie's saying Greg White, that was quite close on the line. And Welsh Boy, I hope we can change car after trying that BMW. And Alabalabushi says, no, this is my favourite track. Is this a closed lobby, guys? No, it should be open. It should be a private one. It should be a public one. It should be public. Sure, I did public tonight. Maybe I didn't. If I didn't, I've got a lot of PSR people in. So, Alabalabushi, get ready. Has Alabalabushi sent in a form yet? Let me just have a very, very quick look in here. I will need to get into the race in a moment. Let me just get this sorted, see if I can find it. Google Forms. Let's have a little look. Maybe I've got it private. Maybe I've set it up as private. But like I said, we've got so many PSR registered races in here. And I like to keep it as PSR registered races because we know we can have fast, friendly friendly races. So let me have a little look. A Balabushi I'm looking for. Yeah, he is in there. He's returned his form. We just have a very, excuse me guys, just for a second. Let's have a little look on here. Everything's private. Everything's private. Quite a lot of time in Gran Turismo though. That one I've accepted, mate, but it would be better if you could go with what's it, and I need to do, yeah, I'm burbling, just ignore me, but I have accepted that one. So you should be able to get in now, mate. You should be able to get in. Right, what have we got? We've got me needing to say when we're going to start. So I'm going to go race at 35. I want to get just out there for a moment on this one. We've got Jack Kobe, Manhattan, Greg White, Welsh Boy, Ollie, me, Holkey, Reese, Reno, Borat, Borky, Simon are your runners at the moment. Let me just get out on track and just see how we go. What I'm trying to do tonight, and I'm not doing it again, is I am trying to not talk too much while I'm racing. Those of you that watched me doing the TCSRL race earlier this week, several of you contacted me and said, my goodness me, didn't know you could race like that. That's what happens when I ignore the stream, ignore the chat, ignore everything. Just really concentrate on what I'm doing. And again, straight away, we've spun. So I'm going to go a little bit quiet here. Let's just concentrate for a second. I've only got a few minutes and we're going racing. A lot of you don't want to just be seeing me trotting around the back of my eye. Oh, he's done it again. Just wants to spin around. I know what I'm doing. I'm accelerating too quickly. I'm getting hot. I'm getting bothered. I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting annoyed with myself. On the brakes. Taking gear through here. Right, on the accelerator jump. Third. Up to fourth. We're looking for the 50-meter board. Hard on the brakes. The gears fine through here. Run into the end. Looking for the white triangle. Then down at the third. Pick up the inside of the curve here. Let it run out to the outside. Run the curb over to the left hand side. We're looking for the steward's hut, getting out over onto the curb. Hard on the brakes, third, up into fourth. Don't go too wide. Looking for the yellow dots. On the power on the apex. I went a bit deep into there. At least we're not spinning around. What are we on traction control? We're on one, that's fine. That's good. Looking for the 100-meter board, hard on the brakes. Get it turned in, up near the top there. Need to be a bit braver. I tend to be off the throttle through there because I worry that I'm going to drop it and spin it. We've got just under a minute to go. First, second, get it rotated. Don't go over that curb. People chasing me at the moment. I'm going to turn my fan on a minute, see if we can get some air moving in here. Winding the window down on the car. Who got behind me? I see the Welsh Boy or Bread, I think. Which way? Those guys are very quick in that Audi now. Been getting quicker and quicker just lately. Cheers, Welsh boy. The old red limiter a little bit there. Just want to pick up the curb on the inside there a little bit, so I'm just leaving the brake in a tad too late on some of these corners. Car spinning up the front there. Let me just turn my fan on. Sorry guys. Hopefully that'll cool me down just a little bit. Right, let's it is 21:36. We're a little bit behind. Let's just start this race and we will get going. White Wolf, I send you a PSN friend request. Can you accept it? No. And I don't mean that nastily. I am unable to accept friend requests from people unless they have registered to PSR. Because what happens is people register to PSR, then I accept them as a friend, and that way I can look at my friend list and see whether people have signed the form. I used to have like 300-400 people on my friends list. I now have about 60 people that have registered. It's the way that I am controlling PSR these days. So if you would like to register to race with us, please reach out to me. PlayStation Racer at PlayStation_Racer at outlook.com. We have got a mess behind. I don't think I caused any of that, but we have got cars all over the place behind. I don't know whether this ought to be a red flag one, but we'll keep going for the moment unless I see loads of stuff everywhere. We will have to see. But no, that's one of the things, and very often what I do is I'm running PSR only lobbies, so you won't even see them unless you are a friend of me or a friend of a friend, and you can only be a friend if you, with me, as I said, if you have registered, accepted our rules, etc. Ollie is in the sprint model, which is going to be the better car. How on earth have I got a 1 second penalty for that? Oh, that is ridiculous. Red Bull Ring, famous for its penalties, and I'm famous for picking up my penalties. That, my friends, a 1 second penalty. What? What? Come on. Did I hit you off, Reese? Did I hit Reese off? In that case, I am going to back out. I didn't know. I didn't realise I had. Where's Reese? Where is he? Right at the back. Where is he? I've got a 1 second penalty to serve as well here. I'm sorry, my friend, I didn't know. Hello, Zach. I've got 1.5 now. What is going on? Go on, Reese. I'm not going to overtake you. I'm going to absolutely go for it. You're going to get a bit ahead of me, and then I'm going to come chase. Although he's quicker than me. But I appreciate Reese shouting out the fact that I caused the problem. Here we go. It's Reese and me, 3-lap shootout. You can see he's quicker than me already. Why has Simon got on to intermediate timers? He knows something I don't know. Hey, Carlos Fandango's in. Long time no see, my friend. How have you been? Last time I saw Carlos in one of our lobbies was months ago. Concentrate. I need to bring this race to race. 0.7 ahead at the moment. Stuart's hard on the brakes down the floor. Third for a little bit of rotation there. Can't catch him, he's too quick. Thank you. No, put that on the windshield for you. Just in case I'm not the unit. Thank you. 1.5 seconds now. This is not fair. I might rerun this one if I caused a lot of grief at the beginning. No, you're not going to let me by. I will legally find my way by. He's too quick. He's just too quick. Flat. Reese is good through that corner. He's good through that corner and gets away down this hill. go too deep, Mitchell. I didn't go over it. Oh, I did go over it. There was a time when you could run along that green, that yellow sausage there. Now it seems to be that if you put the wheel over the white line, you're out, which is the way it should be. I subscribe to the edge of the track being the white line. It just gets a little bit infuriating that in some places you can go over it, and in other places you can't. I owe people a massive sorry. Whoa! What's he going so slow for? What's that about? What was all that about, my friend? I wasn't expecting him to stop in the middle of the track. Oh dear. So, Reese. He got me. Jack Covey, Man Hatter and Greg White were the three winners on that one. Ollie in third, Bushi fifth, Welsh Boy sixth, Borky seventh, Reno in eighth, and Hulky ninth, Barat in 10th. But I'm going to rerun that one. Hulky says, Mitch, that wasn't you, it was Borat. Push Reese. Then Reese span and hit my side by mistake. Vanessa, it wasn't you, Mitch, it was a black car. Reese got you in the end. I stopped as you were invisible to let you go. Yeah, and then I went invisible and whacked the back of you and sent you around. Oh dear. Okay. Right. I'm going to do a rerun. I'm going to go. Please. Take care into first corner. And sorry for all of the aggro I might have caused. Although I'm now being told it wasn't me. Which is interesting. But I am going to say sorry if I cause problems. I will be extra careful. I do try. If I know I've caused an issue, I will pull over. Alabalabushi says, that was mega. The start was interesting. Simon Williams, for some reason I started on wets, pitted, and then put into soft and pitted again to put softs on. Oh my God. Vanosphere says, check the replay for a giggle. Did I save the replay? I don't know if I did. Let me just do that now. I don't think I actually saved it. Let me do that now. Might look at that replay at the end of the stream, because obviously I've got to close down all of the lobby to look at that, and I don't want to do that right now. But if I caused anybody any grief in that one, I really apologise. I didn't think I had, but if I ever make a mistake, and because I'm streaming, I'm watching so much stuff, and also I'm trying to run the lobby, if I ever make a mistake and I don't stop, please do what Reese did and shout it out in the chat, because I will have missed it. I will have made a mistake, and I will get the place back. I never ever run somebody off and carry on mindlessly if I know that I've done it. White Wolf, is the lobby public? Because I cannot find it. Yes, it's public, because Reno and it's Carlos, as for instance, Carlos is not a member, so yes, it is. Right, let's just start the race. Why you can't see it, my friend, I couldn't tell you. I would not know, because I've got 14 other people in here, 14 other people racing. Right. So we're going again. Careful into the first corner, guys. And Mitchell, don't cause any grief this time. Don't cause any grief. Where's Reese? Is Reese anywhere near me? Right, here we go. Everybody's going, why is he doing this race again? Whoa, Bushi coming through there really quick. I'm going to stay out of good trouble, good and proper this time. I might have been over the line again, you know. Right, I definitely didn't get in anybody's way that time, so I'm good. Hopefully everybody behind is good. Don't often remind everybody, but you can't win a race into the first corner, but you sure can lose it. Ollie finding out that that sprint is extremely loose on the back end under acceleration. I admire the guys that are racing that car. It is quick but unforgiving. The endurance that I'm running is a lot more forgiving, but the sprint is an out-and-out sprint car. It's quick, but you've got to be able to manage the looseness of the car, the skittishness, the unpredictability, and the power, and it will reward you if you can manage all of that. Alas, I am not good enough. Got a car coming down the inside. Carlos and I just had a bit of a bump there. I was going down the inside there. I think it was fair. I was far enough down the inside. I'm going to give the place back anyway. He should come past me. It's passed. If there was any culpability, oh my God, right into the back of him now while Greg White's coming up behind. If there's any culpability, that has been addressed. Evening, Dean. Good evening, Drac. I've got to stop looking at the chat though, because I'm causing too many problems tonight for people. Right, let's see if we can stay with Carlos. I've not raced with Carlos in a long time, so I don't know if he's just getting back into racing, whether he's been racing elsewhere and got super quick. Let's see what we can do. Used to be quick. Carlos used to be very, very quick in our races. He used to leave me standing or run too deep into that one. My lines and my braking points are all over the place right now. Someone tell Jack it's ready, says Jack Fury. I'm assuming that's a livery or something, I don't know. But Jack, it's ready. Maybe Jack Fury's put his tea on or something, I don't know. Maybe he's making a bacon sandwich or a nice steak and ale pie or something, I don't know. All we know is whatever it is, it's ready. Maybe Jack Fury's secretly giving Jack Kobe lessons. And course number 2 is ready for him to take a nose at. Oh, nearly. I nearly dropped it there. goodness me, there's a gaggle of cars behind me. Reese is behind me. Oh my goodness. Is he going to get his own back? Is he going to run me off the track? Whoa! Oh, thank you, Mad Hatter. Mad Hatter. Where is he? Where is he? No, not Coda, Mad Hatter. I've lost Mad Hatter. Where is he? Where's he gone? I was... Mad Hatter's with the rabbit. Oh no, where am I? Am I Alice or something? I'm Tweedledum and Tweedledee, am I? Am I both? Oh, that's clever. Now, if I'm Tweedledum, you must be Tweedledee. And you're the D one. Married life. It's bliss. I'm not sure what happened to Mad Hatter though, seriously, I don't know what happened to him. I waited, because he waited for me, and I thought, oh, I'll stop and race with him, and he's disappeared. Oh, Mad Hatter's left the room. Oh no. That's a shame. Rage quit. Whereas I hope there's some reason for that, otherwise I'll... Although it's a public lobby tonight, so it's not necessarily PSR rules, so normally I would be applying a warning for that, but I can't because it's we're not running strict PSR rules tonight. It's not fair for me to apply them to one and not everybody else. Right, let me see if I can catch up with Simon. We are on the last lap here. No, I'm not going to do that if I go round. Oh, come on. We were going so well. And then the old concentration went. Right, for the rest of the night, I promised myself I am not going to look at the chat whilst I am racing. I need to concentrate more. Reading letting Rita down. Rita being my teammate for the GT Championship that Hulky's racing. Hulky Racing is hosting. Get my words out right now. Really got to get to grips and stop this spinning right in this car. Right, Bert, good evening. Thank you for dropping in. Jack Fury, I would be doing bacon rolls, yes. What is it with bacon rolls? Bacon roll? I'm just still waiting for the bacon rolls to turn up. I was promised them months and months and months ago. But I think the Just Eat guy must have noshed them before they got to me, because I never got them. Never got them, but there we go. Right. Where are we? PSR. we will save this one away. Yeah, for the rest of the races, I'm going to go a little bit quiet. I need to work on this car. I really need to work on this car. Welsh boy saying, Greg, it looks like you are one with that car. Alabalabushi won that race on the first corner. Nice. So you can win. He called me a liar. You can win in the first corner. They say you can't win in the first corner, but you can lose a race. Basically by pummeling in and just crashing. So your winner there was Bushi in first place with a 130.6. Greg White, as Welsh boy's saying, at 1 with that R8 LMS Evo now, with a 130.0. That is a quick lap, over half a second faster than everybody else, I think. Zach Vroom in third in the Viper with a 131.3, and then Ollie fourth, Hulky fifth, Reece sixth, Reno seventh, Borky in eighth, Simon ninth. I got 10th, Jack Kobe 11th, Carlos Fandango in 12th, and then Mad Hatter was a DNF on that one. I don't know what happened to Mad Hatter. He just sort of seemed to disappear, which is a bit of a shame to see. But Bushi, Greg White, and Zach Vroom, you're 1, 2, 3. So Ollie, not on the top step for that one. You're slipping, my friend. You are slipping. Right, where am I off to for the next one? I cannot even remember. Somebody will probably shout out, but I'm having a look. I'm not going to find it in Hulky's Discord. Red Bull Sanqua B. Oh, this is a track that we are starting to really like. Quite a few people shout out on this one. So we'll give this one a run. 11 runners at the moment. Greg Wright, Welsh boy, me. Tidders has joined. Drat Fury, Bushi, Zach Vroom, Hulky, Reese, Borky, and Simon. I think that Jack and Drac might be grabbing a livery that Drat Fury's done. Possibly. I'm not sure. I'm guessing. We'll see. So I'll just give him a moment to shoot back. What I'm going to do is we're going to start the race here at 22. So XX 10. Because I just want to get out and do a lap or two. It's quite a long lap around here. I was making too many mistakes in that last one. I just want to try and get settled down in here. And Gamer Dan, good evening. How are you doing? Don't abuse this like a GR4 car. It's a GR3. Aero power, which needs to be harnessed, respected, used, not abused. I was heading to the wall there. Peter, good evening, my friend. Please don't ask me how I'm getting on in the BMW. Coaster behind me, just on the inside. Have to give him room through here. Not too much, just enough, I hope. He is fully alongside as we go into this corner. He just took my nose off. What the hell was that? I do not know. 4 minutes and we're going running. I think Jack Kobe is running a new livery and he likes it. He does like the pink, black and white liveries. Got Kobe up the inside, let's give him some room. And we'll try and get the inside going down the hill. To cover off the inside so we can't get through. It's going to go a bit wide. The normal line through there. Puts me on a slightly different line. Covering off the corner. I think that was legal. I didn't move across. Oh, that was a bit too slow through there. That's not good. He's through now, and then some. So quick through that corner is Jack Kobe. Punishes me every single time. It's only practice though. Wow, I've never been through that corner so well. Careful not to go into the... Oh, trouble is, going through there so well, you wind up then being too fast down through that bit and you wind up in the barrier, and if you do that then you just wreck the whole straight. So a bit of a catch-22 if you're not ready for it. And a good run through there. Rita, don't ask me how I'm getting on BMW. I've had 2 awful races. This is looking a lot better though. I'm not looking at the chat so much and trying to think about what I'm doing with the gears. It's quite nice just following Jack Kobe here at the moment. I'm using him like a ghost car, but just thinking about the gears and stuff like that. I think some of it is streaming as well. 9 minutes past, less than 1 minute and we're going racing. This one is a lot better. Jack's going to take a look and see why I'm so slow through here. Philip, good evening. Everybody's jumping in. No, White Wolf, I never block anybody. Never, ever do I block anybody without telling them. If I ever block anybody, I will always give them the courtesy of letting them know. Where are we? 10 past. So I don't know why you can't see it. I have got no. I have not blocked you. I've got no idea why. And it's a public room, so at least I believe it's a public room. Although everybody in here seems to be Most people in here are registered. Maybe it's a private room. Maybe it's private. Right, let's get this one underway. Oh, Reece just changing his car there. Most people are registered. So maybe I have got this. Maybe I've got this as private. But White Wolf, I never ever block anybody without telling them. I think it's very rude when people block people without actually giving them reason for it. Kicking, fine. Even then, very often when I kick people out of a lobby, I get people laughing at me because I say, I'm really sorry, but you can't do that. Or I'm really sorry, but you're upsetting everybody. Or I'm really sorry, but you're just running everybody off the road all the time. You can't do that. And it's like, you're apologising for kicking somebody. Because it's the polite thing to do. I hate being kicked for no reason. Or I don't mind being kicked if I know what the reason is and I've deserved it. I hate it when I get kicked, but the person kicking me doesn't tell me what and why. Right, I'm going to go quiet because, as you saw, I'm jibber-jabbering again, and I very nearly dropped it there because I accelerated like a GL4 car again. This is going to get down the inside, over to cover now. He's back down. He don't trust me to take his nose off, that's what it is. He knows me too well. But I'm not going to get up the inside of Mitchell. He's just going to come round and take my nose off. Lights glinting off these cars. Quite the battle going on up ahead. Through. Got a much better run through that last corner than I did. Oh, we've got a good run into this one. We've got a cracking run. Why did... No slipstream. Got Greg on the inside or the outside, whatever way. Or Rita's just pulled out beautifully there, so got my slipstream back. Mates helping each other here. She's still there. I've got Greg on the outside. The radar, see where Greg is. Two Audis coming through really quickly. I got into the back of Bushi there, just on the exit of that corner, which just slowed me down a little bit. Oh, Welsh boy. Just got into the back of him. Where's Welsh boy? Hello, Svifa. How you doing, my friend? gone badly wrong. Wow, a 1 second penalty and massive time loss by being offline on the grass. I know in future to bury the brake pedal harder through there and just avoid that wall. It's not what we wanted at that point in the race. Into that one. We can make this BMW fly when we get it right. We've got to get it right more often. We've got 1 second penalty. I really am the penalty king tonight. I'm picking them up like they're going out of fashion again. Not something I'm proud of. Peter looks good there. That looked good. FIFA, this is a warning for everyone. Sorry if I mess up a lot. I haven't played GT7 in a while. Not a problem, my friend. Vanosphere, I know why you can't get in. 2043. He's not been born yet. That's cool. Oh, I love it. Jack says that's a good one to watch back. I do love watching some of the races at that track. There's some good tight ones, good tight races. I could have run away. I didn't want to run away there. I just wanted to. I wanted to look at a few things and experiment and just observe a few things. So that was the reason why I sort of held back a little bit on that one. And Steve said, it's been good. I got my pilot's license, and Joe, I'm working on my IFR, Instrument Flight Rules rating. Congratulations, my friend. I used to love flying. I got about 30, 40 hours booked in a Cessna, and best time ever. Best time ever. So what sort of pilot's license have you got? Is it like a full commercial or a full light, or is it one of these like MPPLs that we've got in the UK now? FIFA, what's the meta cards now? It changes all over the place. Really don't know. Jack Kobe in the sprint model with a 2:08.3 and the fastest lap, a million miles away from everybody else. Look, everybody else is in the 2:10s or 2:11s. He's on 2:08.3. It's insane. I think it's that new livery that he's got that's done it. Drat Fury, what have you done to us? But Drat Fury in the Beetle in the GL3, just 0.7 behind with a 2:10.3 for his lap time. Gamer Downs jumped in again in the Beetle. Unusual, normally in the Porsche, but in the Beetle with a 2:10.9. He was in third, 2.8 seconds behind. Then Ollie in fourth. Ollie not managing to get onto the podium tonight, from what I remember. Unusual, so no doubt he'll be trying harder and harder and harder. Hulky in the Mercedes right up there in fifth again. Zach Vroom in sixth. Welsh Boy seventh. Rita in eighth. I got ninth. Greg White in 10th. Borky is in 11th. Reese 12th, Bushi 13th, Simon 14th. But your top three on that one, Jack Kobe again with that fastest lap, Jack Fury and Game It Down. And once again, congratulations to Jack Kobe, who I understand is second in the world in the daily race C, which is, second in the UK, which is insane. I'm bigging him up a little bit more than I should be there. Second in the UK, that's amazing, isn't it? One day, we are going to see him in the World Finals. I'm sure of it. I'm so sure of it. Right, I'm going to get straight into this one. I'm just going to push my door to just a little bit. Bear with me a second. Left it ajar so that Coda can come in if he needs to. So we're going to go back. We're going to run the BMW M6 Endurance again. Running on traction control 1 for those of you that often ask what I'm using. My ABS is on weak rather than the default. I do like the weak. It does avoid the locking up whilst also giving a nice feel. I like that one. A lot of people had a lot of discussion about ABS a little while ago, and I think it was Tidney, don't quote me on that. It might have been Key, however you just pronounce his name, that was talking about it. I can't remember who it was now. It was a long time ago. And yeah, they was some of the top guys were saying go weak on the ABS. They were doing tests. The weak just seemed to give a little bit more control, a little bit more finesse. I can see Jack Fury's just changing the Beetle. He's in the Mini Eggs car now. All of his VW Beetles. He's got a lot of them. And they've all got chocolate type liveries. But I can see Gamer Dan is in the Kinder Surprise car. Welsh Boy and Greg White in the R8 LMS. They're going well in those. FIFA's in the R8 as well. And Jack Kobe's in the Sprint, because obviously they are going to be doing the sprint race, himself and Ollie. So Ollie's in the sprint Model 2. And I'm loving this, actually. I've just noticed that I guess that is the liveries for their team. Jack Kobe's got the pink, but I'm seeing here that Ollie has got a green one. Let me just for a second. Oh, I don't want to do that. I pressed the wrong button. Oh, I'm gonna be a bit late, but you know what I'm like. What have we got here? If I can find. So we got Ollie. Oh, look, they're both together, except I'm zoomed out. So we have got. They are team liveries. Look at those. I think Jack Fury's done that. That's why they both left a minute ago. So you've got Jack Kobe in the pink, white and black one. So I'm going to be hunting down the pink part because I don't like pink. I don't actually mind pink. It's just a stream thing I started, and now, yeah, it's Mitchell doesn't like pink. And Ollie is in that sort of lime green colour car. Looking really good together. Guys. So, right, let's get on with this one. We've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, FIFA, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Jack Fury, Bushi, Zach Vroom, Hulky, Reese, Rita, Borky, and Simon. 15 runners. We've got room for one more, but we're going to get this one underway. Welshie's trying to block the liveries with his biceps. Love it. Oh, no, that's so nice. Rita's done us a lovely livery. Rita and I are going to have the same livery. But that's a really nice livery. Jack Fury's done a really nice job on that one. It really does look stunning. And you can see that we've got Jack Kobe is on the he's on the front of the grid there. But as we fade across, I think I've got Ollie, yeah, just in front of me there. So we can have a good old look. I thought we were going to have a good old look at Ollie as we get this one underway. We just not take anybody out. He's behind me at the moment. Is Ollie looking good? Jack Kobe's just dropping back to pick up with his teammate, or even going to the back. I'm not quite sure. I am now going to shut up. I want to do well in this race. I'm going to start to concentrate and just think about things deep. Ollie just on the outside. Welsh boy just catching the wall on the way through there. Oh, Ollie is in a slightly quicker car than me, but the endurance is a little bit more forgiving. The sprint is quicker out the corners, it's quicker on acceleration, but it's a bit loose, a bit more difficult to drive, less forgiving, I think is the word that we are looking for. So it's almost like Jack and Ollie are in sister team to us, Rita and I. But obviously, when we're in the longer races, I don't know how long these races are. I can't remember, but I think they're longer races, so the endurance could well come into its own in those races. We're just doing fast sprint ones at the moment, which is why Jack and Ollie should be better in those cars. Both Rita and I preferred the stability of the endurance. The reason why we went for this car. It's great to see Jack and Ollie in the sprint, and also get some great results with that car. Jack Fury, Gamer Dan, off down the road in the Beetle. The VW Beetle seems to be a very quick car in recent updates, and Jack Fury is very, very good in that car. He's got a lot of hours in that car. Knows it inside out, back and front. Whoa! Got to watch that curb through there. Do not get on that curb, because we're going to get it all crossed up, as we just did there. Careful on the power going up the hill. Careful with the wall as well. This is not liking these curves very much. We love coming down the hill now. There was a point where you couldn't trail brake and turn. You couldn't be riding the brake all the way down the hill there. Now we've got that ability back where you can trail brake all the way down that part of the hill. I love it. You've got to be very careful. You don't over brake and turn it around or do anything like that. But you get it right. Oh, it's beautiful. One of my favourite sequences in Gran Turismo. Just watching the curbs at the moment, a bit cautious through there. Got the two Beetles out front now, so Greg has actually slipped back a little bit in the R8. Gamer Dan settling into the Beetle beautifully up front, but I am very much aware that I've got a certain Mr. Kobe in a certain very quick BMW sprint car behind me. He is going to be catching very quickly, so stay off the curb this time. It's better. Got a little bit of catching up to do, 2.2 seconds. But he's a natural born racer, and that 2.2 seconds is for breakfast. I swear he has 6 shredded wheat every morning, followed by half a packet of Weetabix. All washed down with a keg of Red Bull. disappeared. Ganadan is alive in this one. Look at him. He's disappeared. He's gone. But I tell you what, look at that. Kobe, 2 and a bit seconds as I was coming down the hill. And I'm talking about how much I love coming down the hill. Kobe now 0.4 behind. And catching up that quickly. How on earth does he do it? I really do not know. He's right behind me now. That's giving him enough room, I hope, on the outside there. Which way are you going to go, my friend? Get off the curb, Mitchell. I think he heard me on the curb and thought, he's going around, I'm going to get out of his way. The elbows out, defending through those last few corners there. This is where he absolutely closed up on me. I mean, there was 2 seconds disappeared as I went through here. Easy amount of time. Turned around and it's... Well, once again, look, he's right behind me. And the problem is, what do you do? He's going to go down the right-hand side, which then means he's got the corner. He's going to own the corner into this one, which is going to force me to go to the left a little bit. Hard on the brakes. I've got the inside for this one. He knows better than try to go 2x2 through there, because it always ends the same way. Somebody ends up on the grass. We're going to need to defend into this corner too. Further back. Open that corner up a little bit. I think he's going for the faster run down the long straight. Knowing Jack, he was dropping back, thinking I was going to defend harder, and managed to open up the corner, but he's still closing. He's got a good slipstream. How brave do we both feel into this corner? I've got to give him room on the inside. There's no real way through here. If you try and chuck it up the inside, it's very aggressive and invariably ends up with somebody in the wall. I know Jack Kobe is not that aggressive and greedy. Wait for an opening opportunity, and I might have just given him one there. Oh, no, nearly dropped it. And he's laughing his socks off. What is that numpty doing? Trying not to get juiced. That's what I'm trying to do. It's right there now. Jack Fury's 3 seconds down the road. A little bit of bump drafting. See if we can both help each other. Cover the inside. Kobe screaming in my ear at the moment. Cover the inside, cover the inside. Oh! No. Kobe, keep going. Don't slow down. want to find a way past legitimately. I'm chasing. I'm chasing. I've got one lap to do him. The difference is the endurance is slightly slower, more stable. The sprint quicker, but it's a lot more unforgiving. Oh, I took a look there. It was going to close. That was going to close that gap. One mistake so far behind Jack Cody. I'm pleased with that. This one mistake is good. Oh, Jack's going to have seriously dirty tyres. He's holding on though. This one going to pan out. I'm all over Jack Cody. The nudged is the nudging. Get past, get past. That's good. We cleared the McLaren. Anyway, at all, I'm getting past the coaster. He lets me through, he's going to get rammed. Oh my gosh, that's what I love. I love. Do you know what? A lot of people will let me through because you've earned it, which is really nice, really, really nice. But I do love it when these quick guys keep the boot in and keep pushing. Make me really work hard. That's what happened there. I don't know if he was sandbagging or where he was going for it, but boy, that was hard. Oh wow. Oh, where they were parked is where Jack went airborne. Oh, FIFA's game glitched. You have to do an extra lap. Woo! I love that track. I adore Bathurst. It is one of my all-time favourite tracks. This one and the Nordschleife. Love them. I used to hate Brands Hatch with a passion, but now I do like Brands Hatch too. And I must drink my tea, otherwise Joanna will go bonkers. She brought this in about half an hour ago. So forgive me, I'm just going to have a drink of my tea whilst I just go through some of this. Doing it one-handed. So save the replay. We'll share the replay. And we'll come up here. And let me just put that down for a second. Very, 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 very carefully. So I don't spill it on the carpet. PSR. PSR. Now I'll have a little drink while it's saving. But, oh, what a battle that was. Jack Cody really making me think about the defending, really thinking about the lines. Can I get away with the middle of the track? Do I need to be further over? How much room do I need to give him through the corner so I don't run him off so I can keep going? Absolutely wonderful. Hulky is, sorry, Rita's just saying sorry for the bump on Svifa. Jack Kobe's saying, I'll have to watch that back on your stream. Hulky is replying, Rita, I don't know if I caused you to spin. Sorry if it was me, which is why I held back. Hulky, thank you for holding back. He's super respectful, this Hulky. And Rita said, I've no idea, Hulky. I did wonder why you waited. Was that into turn one? And White Wolf, so I'm back from kart driving. I'm not quite sure what all that is about, but there we go. So, Gamer Dan was your winner in that VW Beetle with a 2:03.9 and the fastest lap, so clean sweep. A nice Kinder surprise for Game Dan. No pun intended. I can laugh at my own jokes. Nobody else is laughing, only me. Yeah, it's my warped sense of humour, but there we go. Greg White in second with a 2:05.4. Absolutely nailing that R8 is Greg White. Really, really getting to grips with it. It's not an easy car to drive, that one. Jack Kobe in another car that's not easy to drive, the Sprint model M6. I'm so pleased to have got a fourth in the M6 in that one. I apologise for not looking at the chat and interacting with the chat, but I was absolutely concentrating. Zach Vroom in fifth. Drac Fury dropped down to sixth. He was right up there with Gamer Dan at one point, so I'm not quite sure what happened there. Ollie in his new livery in seventh. Bushi in eighth. Borky ninth. Simon in 10th. Rita in 11th. Hulky 12th. Welsh Boy 13th. Spieth a lap down, and unfortunately Reeves was a DNF in that one. But Gamer Dan, Greg White and Jack Kobe are your 1, 2 and your 3. I have got 2 more races that I have got planned, although we may well be sneaking another one in. But first of all, we're going to go to one of the all-time favourites. We're going to Spa, 6 laps around here. I'm still on practice and race, not doing the qualifiers at the moment. I am going to tip my tea all over myself in a moment. So when I holler and scream and shout, you'll know exactly what's happened. But I do need to just grab my controller, and I will let everybody know that we're going to start this race at 55. I just need a moment or two just to calm down, because if I was running one of those heart monitor things that people are telling me people are out there using, it would probably have broken by now, because my heart is absolutely racing at the end of that one. I was absolutely on it, just trying to keep Jack behind. Probably taken me at any corner that he wanted. So I was just trying to cover the inside line. I just got his voice in my head saying, defend, cover the inside line, defend, cover the inside line. And just trying to do what we could. But there we go. So who have we got in at the moment? We've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Svifa, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Bushi, Zach Vroom, Hulky, Rita, Drac Fury, Borky and Simon. Lovely to see Borky and Gamer Dan racing back again. Gamer Dan was teaching Borky a while ago, and Borky was at one point way ahead of me. I was struggling to keep up with him. But at the moment, I am trying to build confidence in my ability with this M6 GT3. I keep saying it, but for those of you that have just joined us, although there's only 13 people watching, it's really quiet on the viewers today. We've got more people racing than watching. That's a bit strange, but there we go. Getting late, I suppose, 10 to 11. But just getting to grips with this car, ready for Hulky's GT Championship that's coming up at the end of August. And you'll notice that there will be certain people in certain cars consistently at the moment. So you're going to see Welsh Boy and Greg in the R8 LMS. You're going to see Drac Fury, and I don't know who his teammate is, in the Beetle. You're going to see Ollie and Jack Kobe in the M6 Sprint. You're going to see me and Rita you're going to see Rita and I, get my grammar correct, Rita and I in the M6 GT3 Endurance. And you're going to see Hulky, I'm not sure who his teammate is, in the Mercedes AMGs. That's why at the moment you're seeing the same people in the same cars quite a bit. Let's just go spectate and just watch. We'll watch Gamer Dan. He's in that Kinder Surprise VW. The VW really is a good car at the moment. Flashing his lights. Hello, my friend. Good to see you on track. Poor Dan's been through quite a time over the last few months. He had a cold or head cold or something. Went on an aeroplane to Canada, I think it was. And he got a massive hearing infection, problem, whatever, to the point where he was actually deaf for a while. He's now got hearing back in one ear. But he's Still got problems in the other one as far as I know, having MRI scans and all sorts of stuff. And my heart goes out to him because being deaf in one ear, I know what it can do. Thankfully, I don't think he's got tinnitus, which is the thing that drives me absolutely cream crackers. Yeah, do think about poor Gamer Dan. Also thinking about Hazard Gaming today, burying his grandfather today. My commiserations and respect to him and his family, and my best wishes go to everybody that is watching and racing, that is going through life's trials and tribulations of one type or another, and hopefully doing what we do of a weekday evening gives you the opportunity to get away from those trials and tribulations and just enjoy, have some fun, just relax a little bit. This is why we do these things. This is why we do what we do. I've just told you I was going to spill my tea everywhere. I just have. I think it's only gone on the coaster, so I think I'm okay. Right, okay, so where are we? Where are we? We are ready to go in just under a minute. We've got 14 runners at the moment. We've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, FIFA, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Drak Fury, Bushi, Zach Vroom, Hulky, Rita, Borky and Simon. We are on a public lobby at the moment, so anybody can join. I'm not running PSR rules as such this evening because it's very difficult to enforce them in a public lobby. But those of you that are PSR racers, please just be respectful as you would do normally, and let's lead by example and show people how to do things. Let's get into this one. Haven't done any practice, so this will be quite interesting, but we'll get into it and just see how we do. And I might actually, I was going to drop back, but Rita's going well tonight. I might just go for it. I might just go for it and see what happens. See what we can do. We're way back. We're way back in 9th place here. So some really quick people just ahead. Let's just see what we can do. But Drak Fury behind in that beetle. He's going to be very, very quick off the line. I really need to get myself a reaction game or something. Reaction time or something. Absolutely terrible at the moment. Oh, I'm getting caught up between two cars there. Trying to try and stay out of trouble there. I'm walking with a big old slide through there. That the VW Beetle I was saying was pretty quick after the last few updates, seeing it being used a lot more where it wasn't being used very much other than Drak Fury. But I have noticed it can be very, very, very loose, and I'm thinking, well, we've gone off there. We just let those guys through, completely loused that up. So we'll drop to the back and just see what we can do on track. Gone off a bit too deep through there, just stay out of people's way. But not stay out of people's way, but just not cause more grief. Cause enough grief tonight as it is. This has given me an opportunity to how Rita's getting on in the Beamer. I think we both decided the BMW is the car that we're going to go for. Said a minute ago, it's a little bit more forgiving. We did look at the Ferrari. The Aston Martin was the other choice that we had. We did look at the Ferrari, and I think that we both decided that with the longer races, the benefit from a slightly more forgiving car. I just need to make sure that I can do the best that I can. Welsh boy just taking a look up the long way round racer here. I've got the opportunity to take the normal line, but having to cut it a little bit tight, otherwise I was going to take a chunk out of Welsh boy's right hand door. I want to be doing that, so we'll follow down through Rouge. Nice little run through there. Welsh boy is going to have the inside unless I can pick up a slipstream off of my teammate and get into this first corner quickly. I'm going to have to break it earlier. Just not trusting myself with second gear too much at the moment. Spun a few times tonight. We use third gear a little bit more. We're off again as we're trying to push. Welsh boy right tight behind me. Just trying to push a little bit too hard. It's annoying that you've lost time through the corner. You've let somebody through, and then the game rewards you with a half-second penalty as well. It's just like, it's so annoying. It's like, I've already compromised my race. Why do you have to rub salt in the wound? The answer to that is, don't go off track. I've got to go a little bit wide here. Let Borky through. Oh. The other thing I hate about GT7, and other people like, I hate the slowing down on track. I mean, where in the world would you have cars hitting the brakes through some sort of penalty zone? I hate that. Into this. Braking a lot earlier than I thought I would need to. That's a lot better. At least I'm learning. First 2 laps I went into there way too quick. Teammate's doing well. Quite sure where she is, but she's way down the road. Which is encouraging. Wish I was. I'm enjoying running with Borky again. Who's certainly not lost any of his speed. He's going well. Indeed, well. Watching the curves with this car at the moment. Haven't quite got the confidence to use too much of them. Zach Vroom is your winner, not your winner, he's your leader at the moment. Svipa just joined us he's in second. Apologising in the chat in case he's slow, he's not played GT7 for a while, but showing that he's not lost any of his skill. Really, really nicely. And then Gamer down in third. The master is trying to stay on the podium and I am chasing the pupil. I don't think that Borky's much of a pupil now, he's more of a natural born racer. Right, just winning at the moment. 1-4 ahead. I'm still pulling away at the minute. Really good Eau Rouge. Or Borky, I think he had a double stab at that one. It was going well down the Camel's Straight. We are closing a little bit, so that little wiggle through Eau Rouge did cost a little bit. 100, get it slowed down, get it turned in. But Borky with a beautiful line through there, looking really nice. Really nicely planted car. Driven nicely. First up at the second. Get the rotation. Don't drop it. Third. Too deep again through there. So did Borky. Borky's going too well at the moment, so I'm going to penalise him for that little error. Because I am likely to make an error myself and then be right back on my tail. Find myself chasing World Boy again. Not for the first time tonight, I think. 1 second down the road, just over a second down the road. So he jumps onto the bottom podium step at the moment. It will stay that way. Oh, I should have jumped up a gear there. It's given Borky the opportunity to really close up. Look at him, half a second taken out of me just in that one corner. Told you I'll make a mistake and he's going to be right back in there. One second, look at that. It's a whole second he's taken out of me in 2 corners. Final corner and the first corner. Welsh boy 2 seconds down the road now. This track really does punish you when you make a mistake. The rewards are massive if you can master it and do well. Again, every single time I go through that corner, I'm just going a bit too deep. Look, it's so annoying. I knew I'd gone deep. I bailed on it thinking, okay, if I just lift, maybe it won't give me a penalty. No, we're back into a penalty. Borky's going to be right with me in a moment as we go into the last lap. It's going to be a bit of a shootout. Hopefully I'm going to pay this penalty now. We can have a proper on-track scrap if I don't lose too much time through here. He's 0.3 behind, so by the time I lose time and get up to speed, he's going to come sailing through, pick up the slipstream. Do here. Gingerly on the throttle there a little bit. He's come out with that first corner so much better. Nice run out of Eau Rouge. It's not enough, look. Only a few thousandths of a second. Later, harder through there, using second gear up at third. It's rotated through here. Is there any way that we can get on the back of Orky and force an intimidation pass or little mistake or anything like that? But at the moment I'm too far away. Still pushing myself. 1.174, 1.15. It's not enough. Going the wrong way, look, it's going quicker. Aim it down against intuition. He's gone very, very quick afterwards, which I love. Oh, yeah, too deep. Completely messed that up, and almost a spin and another. Oh, and a dive. So it looks like FIFA might be lagging a little bit. That's why Jack Cody might have been struggling to get by. I think Rita seems to have got into the groove, and I seem to have lost it a little bit tonight. I do know that very, very tiring day today, and came to the track a little bit tired today, I'm not going to lie, but I need to be doing better than I am. Oh, Coda, what are you doing, dog? Rita, I don't blame you. Dogs always come first, my friend. Dogs always come first. I thought my car was about to hit the floor then. That's something I'm going to have to watch if Coda's going to do that. He's laid down behind me and just gave that a right old whack. Your result, Zach Vroom was your winner with a 2:18.5. Jack Kobe in second with a 2:17.4 and the fastest lap. Svifa in third with a 2:18.7. Then we got Ollie in fourth, Gamer down in fifth. Bushi in sixth, Jack Fury seventh, Greg White in eighth. We got Hulky in ninth, Welsh Boy 10th, Forky 11th, I got 12th, and Rita with a DNF that one. She had an issue where she had to disappear, which is fine. Thank you for letting me know. Zach Vroom was your winner. Jack Kobe second in his FIFA, jumped straight in, and a third, which is pretty good going. Right, we're off to Cracker. We're off to a cracker, Suzuka. We've got the infamous little bends, the S's, and hairpins and spoon, 130R, or plenty going on. Ala Belushi is playing from a narrowboat. Wow. That's cool. Right, I am going to try and I'm going to try and just concentrate a little bit on this one. Completely cream crackered. We have had the world and his wife in today. I tell you, it's been busy. We've got the same tomorrow. Where are we? We're going to race at 1/4 past for this one. yeah, tomorrow we've got the curtain man's coming in to fit curtains throughout the house, so he's going to be here pretty much all day. He's dressing some of the old curtains from the old house as well, so we've got some new and some are going to be dressed. Then we've got the guttering guy, I think, is coming in as well, and then the guy that was moving some sockets and doing all the fancy, you know, the plastering and painting and stuff, he's back as well tomorrow. Do a little bit more sanding and colour coating. So yeah, it's going to be quite interesting. Zach, do you ever do any super formula? Yes, we do. We do super formula. It's in the randomizer. It's just at the moment I am indulging Rita and myself because we're trying to get up to grips. We're trying to get up to speed and get to grips with the GR4 car. We nearly changed from the endurance model. We've decided to stick with that. But the pair of us are trying to get to grips with that car, and that's why I've done a lot of GR3 racing over the last couple of weeks. Also, I've been doing a lot of public lobbies for recruiting, and obviously it's much easier to recruit people in the GR races than some of the others. So Jack Kobe just wants a couple of minutes. Jack, let me know when you're back, mate. Let me know when you're back. But yeah, Zach, we do a little bit. One of the fun ones is when we do a smashy bashy in the super formulas, or we do the super formula around Tokyo Expressway, because yeah, that is full on. Yeah, F3500 at the high speed ring. That's another one that's in there. So yeah, there's a few races. We do karts, Formula One. We do the old, the vintage Formula One car as well. The vintage race car, the open top, open wheel car. The one that I think Jack Kobe's running in the Daily Race C this week. I haven't looked at daily races. I think he's in Daily Race C, and Jack is second in the UK at the moment, which is quite amazing. So love Super Formula because I'm an F1 esports driver for my college, and the closest you can get to F1 in GT7, absolutely. I am more of a saloon car racer, if I'm perfectly honest. Oh, excuse me. Right, is Jack back yet? He's parked out on track, so I think he's got a bit of an issue. I don't know what. Look at some of these liveries, are beautiful. Really nice liveries. Okay, Cody's back. I think everybody's ready. Let's have a little look. Who have we got for this one? We got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Svifa, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Drac Fury, Bushi, Zach Vroom, Hulky, Rita, Borky, and Simon. 14 runners. Let's get this one going. Sardegna good, but the Viper is so powerful. There's a few people in the Viper lately. Few people in the Viper. Again, it's another one of those cars that seems to have come good in recent releases. I know with my how-to videos, and some of those are getting on for 2 years. Well, some of them are 2 years old now. A few people are saying, "Oh, you should run this car. You should run that car." And the Viper often comes up as a good car. Long wait again at the lights. That Fury going through that beat again, very quick off the line. Found my way past Welsh Boy. think that was good. Track on the one side, it was a bit three-way, and it's like I get through there without crashing with everybody. I think it was okay. I hope it was okay. With a very, very wobbly car up front there. I think it was somebody who was a bit sideways through there. Boy with a massive corner there, going really well out of the corner. I thought he was going to take me quite easily there. Oh, gone a little bit deep. Gone deep as well into there. Welsh boy probably wondering what on earth I'm doing. A little bit too deep on these brakes tonight. It's annoying me. I don't quite know what I'm doing. I'm trying to drive like a GR4 car or not. I don't know. Just seem to get a tad too late on the brakes. Other times I'm too early. It's so annoying. One of those nights where you just don't hook it up. Be an excuse in motor racing. Be on it every day, every track, every moment, every minute, every second. And she might as well pack up and go home. It's again there, just didn't want to slow down. One felt slow. Welsh boy behind me. He's like, come on Mitchell, will you please get a move on? You're way too slow. Meantime, you can see the cars going away. Quite hard to overtake around here. Car in the gravel, that's Ollie. He'd say that sprint was hard to drive. Very unforgiving car. It's a great car, but once it bites, it bites. Quite got the confidence to go through there flat at the moment. Welsh boy's had enough of that. He says, Mitchell, you made one mistake too many. I'm going by, but I've got Kobe behind me. Kobe's leaving his teammate behind. Now I've got Holkey behind me. Come on, I've gone through there plenty miles easier than that. Why did that not want to stop? Just did not want to brake at all. Must have done something wrong. I have to look at the replay later and see what was up with that one. So different about that than all of the others. front again. He's flying tonight. Little crash of purple there. Braking a little bit earlier into that corner, a little bit earlier into this one too. Broke earlier, wobbled off the track. You see my teammate chasing me behind as well, catching fast. And Toby dropping me right now. Penalty. He's got some grunt. Just caught Hockey there, he caught me up. Braking a little bit earlier. Let's binned it. Go Hulky. That was me. One of my problems is following people through corners. Where I expect people to brake. I am braking too late in this GR3 at the moment. It's annoying me tonight, getting angry, frustrated. earlier now for one of these corners. So I'm following these two guys. Seem to be braking occasionally later than people. Other times I'm braking earlier than people. I mean, it's a little bit frustrating this evening, if I'm honest. Only because I'm spoiling people's races. Grenster, good evening. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Thanks for popping in. Things are good. Still trying to get to grips with these GR3 cars, and tonight I am a bit all over the place. Last night it was okay. When I really wanted to race hard, I could really do quite well. Tonight it's a bit all over the place. It really is. But I'm going to put myself for a real challenge in a moment. Some very quick guys in here, but don't feel I'm doing myself justice tonight. It's funny, this game. Sometimes when your mind is like, you start getting frustrated, it starts to get a little bit... Do you know what? I might do. See what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to do one Nürburgring. One lap. After that, we're going to do something we haven't done in a while. Right, so I'm going to do one clean lap here. Hulky said, Mitch, it's all good. I don't know if I cut across. I was aiming inside of the apex to go towards the outside of the apex on the other side. You were all good. It was me. Just not quite. I'm not quite on it tonight, if I'm honest. I'm not quite on it. Oh, why am I not reading the results? Have I missed it again? Oh man, I'm doing it. Dan with a 2014 in first place in the Beetle. That's what he's saying, is he's got first place. Greg White in second in the R8 with a 2 minutes 0.9. Zach Froome in third in the Hurricane with a 2 minutes 0.66. That's close, isn't it? With those best laps. But it was close at the front. 0.195 between Gamer Dan and Greg White, and 0.6 back to Zach Froome. Svi for a little bit further back in the R8. The R8 becoming a very popular car at the moment. Jack Kobe in the sprint in 5th. Bushi in 6th. Jack Fury 7th. Hulky in 8th. Welsh Boy in 9th. I got 10th, struggling. Rita 11th, Ollie in 12th, Borky 13th, Simon in 14th. But your top 3 on this one, Gamer Dan, Greg White and Zach Room. Dan is on it. Yeah, every time he just jumps in and he just seems to be able to nail this every single time. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Simon, I've just discovered the force feedback settings. I've been moaning for ages about how this game feels weird to me. Now I know why. Yeah, you've got to force feedback. Got to be there. Granster says, how has transmission spoken to you recently? The gearbox is driving me nuts. Who have we got? Jack Kobe, Greg White, Streefer, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, Ollie, me, Jack Fury, Bushi, Zach Room, Hulky, Rita, Borky. Simon, is Simon joining? Simon, you going to join us? Vic, good evening. Just popping in to drop a like and say hello to us all. Thank you so much. Thank you for popping in, my friend. I really appreciate it. Thank you for the like. And we are going to do this one. Then we're going to do a smashy bashy race. So I'm just waiting for Svifa to join and Grenster, and then we'll get going. So where are we? We're going to be almost full here. Just waiting for Grenster, and then we'll go. Oh, Gamer Dan sent 1 gifted membership. Thank you, my friend. Who got that one? Hulky got it. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Dan. You are a star, my friend. Yeah, Hulky got it. I love it when one of the regulars gets it. Absolutely love that. But thank you, Dan. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's get this one underway. Guys, thank you for sending the thumbs ups and the fist pumps, and to Dan for that. Well, I think it's Dan that's doing the fist pumps. Thank you, my friend. I really appreciate that. That's so nice. Thank you. Right, let's see what we can do here. We did okay last night around here. It wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. But it was chucking it down with rain, and then it dried. So it was a case of, are you on the right tyres? Fury again with an absolute flyer of a start. Just going to go a little bit careful through here. I'm finding myself caught up between 3 cars again. Caught in the middle between Jack Fury and Ollie, I think there. Where do I go? Second again. Oh, track limits have really drove me nuts tonight. It's actually taken the wind out of my sails. I have had so many track limit penalties tonight. On corners, I never get them. It's absolutely driving me insane. I know. The answer to that is don't get track limits. Gone around again. Really have not been able to drive for Toffee this evening. I can go through. Oh. I never crash there. What is up with me tonight? See Angry Mitch in a minute. Angry Mitch hasn't been out in a while. He's angry because of himself. Can't race for coffee. Bushi, oh, need to again now. How times I'm going to do that tonight? I've run into just about every single car on the tracks. Excuse me. The early nights over the weekend are called for. I haven't got anything planned for the Friday night special. So if anybody watching got anything particular that they would like to race, track wise, car wise, whatever, please feel free to reach out in the chat, and we'll line that up tomorrow. If not, I'm just going to pick a manufacturer and we'll just do a number of races in cars from that manufacturer. I think I'm going to park the GR car only races for a night. So myself under too much pressure at the moment. I just need to do some regular offline racing in this car. Caught Rita again. Rita, I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with me tonight. Where's Bushi? Oh, all over the place tonight. Grenster with the win. Gamer Dan second. Jack Kobe in third. Jack Kobe says, just think back to that Bathurst race. Did you forget how good you were driving then? No, and I need to remember that, if I'm honest. I do need to remember that. I think I've just got tired. Where's Bushi? There he goes. He's still going. Where's Rita gone? She's properly parked up. Oh, big hit across the line. Oh. Grenster says, Gamer Dan, if only you have more power in that Beetle. I thought the Beetle was pretty quick. I did think the Beetle was a quick car. Where am I going? Replay. Yeah, I think, Jack, you've hit the nail on the head. Bathurst, I stopped looking at the chat. I didn't think about the stream. I was up for the race. I wasn't tired, and I think I put a lot into that race. I put a lot into that, just concentrating and trying hard. And I don't know about the rest of you guys, but when I really apply myself for a race, I'm finding I'm coming out of that one race drained. Even if it's just a 6-lap race, I'm coming out of the race really tired. And when I'm doing several back-to-back races, getting tired. Rita says, we're good at this, Mitch. What coming last? Oh, man, alive. Greg, I don't care where I come as long as I'm having a good time, and I'm having a good time. It's just tonight, I'm just not on it. Grenster in first in the Vision Concept with an 8:23.2. Gamer Dan in second with an 8:23.6. Just 0.3 of a second behind. 0.8 of a second behind Jack Kobe with an 8:24.1. Ollie in fourth. Zach Vroom in fifth. Drake Fury sixth. Greg White seventh. Welsh Boy eighth. Hulky is in ninth. Free for 10th. Forky 11th. Simon 12th. Bushi in 13th with me, and Rita coming up at the end there. Right, okay, let's top three. Grenster, Gamer Dan, and Jack Kobe. I'm even forgetting what I'm doing here. Where am I going now? Oh yeah, we're gonna do Tokyo Expressway. We're gonna do it east counterclockwise. I'm gonna be doing 8 laps. Let me just do it on the controller, it's easier. Preset weather, dry afternoon. We're gonna go midnight. 1, the grid start. We're just gonna go the race anyway. Bop is on. Boost is strong. Slipstream is strong. Damage is none. Tyre wear is off. And we'll go 180 seconds there. I'm going to stick with the GR3s. Shortcut penalties. Off, 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 off. So everything's no limit. Everything is off, off. I need bop off. I thought I go off. I thought that we had to put bop on the other day when we did this. I never remember. So Drat Fury, do you want bop on or bop off? Bop on. Just say on or off. Just Because I can't remember which one it is. Honest to goodness, I've lost the plot tonight. I can't remember. Yes, we need bop on, don't we? Yeah, bop on. That's what I thought. Sorry, when you said bop off, oh no, it was Zach that said bop off, please. Sorry. All penalties are off. Jack, let me just double check. So shortcut penalties of walls off. I can't even see. I'm reading on when I'm looking at offs. Yeah, we're all good. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. Wall riding, no. Right. Do not bump bump draft. The leader. I'm putting this in here and then we'll go. Do not wall ride. Do not put Mitchell into the pits. Give me a second. Codes, can I just move you a minute, mate? Mind? Move. Go on, shove. Move out of the way. Good boy. Good lad. There we go. You can go back there now if you want. Down there. What's the new rule, Ollie? Only you know pits, says Zach Vroom. Ollie says, new rule. Yeah. Oops. Right, we're ready to go. We ready? Of course they can put me in the pits. They're going to put me in the pits. Anybody's going to want to put me in the pits. All right. Steve is ready. Rita's ready. Hulky's ready. Are we ready to rumble? Are we... What on earth has gone on with that? Hold on. Slight technical issue. There we go. That's a bit better. That's better. Ah, right. Got to move this because when I put this wheel on, I can't see the TV. I need to move the TV up, which means I've got to completely redo my cable management. But there we go. We are ready. Let's go. Oh, that's a shame, Simon. Hulky says, Walsh boy, you hacky, laugh out loud. Hide by the pit, went to hit him and just got straight into the pits. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's go, Reese. Let's catch up with him. You just put me in the wall without even trying. Where's Paul? It's just a little bit behind. Bulky will catch up because the boost will kick in. Who can I go and trash in a minute? Nearly. There we go. Go Rita, go, go, go. Where's she going? Right, I think we should go catch him now. Go. Let's go and catch them up. the wall there a little bit. Marita. Catch me. Look at that boost kicks in when you're at the back. Go. Go reach it. Go, go, go. Go on. Ooh, the barrel there, got that a bit too tight. Go Rita, go, 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 go. Let's go catch him. At the end of the race, you really go on and win with what? It's a bold statement. catching them. See you in a minute. Drop it. Drop it in the tool. Too far behind. Oh, he's just got spun round. Find myself behind Welsh Boy again. I seem to constantly be behind Welsh Boy at the moment. Today. There's something fundamentally wrong with this race. Not the concept, the actual race. How come my teammate was in second and I was so far back? But she's just corrected it. Or somebody's just corrected it. Oh, he just moved right across in front of me there. Last lap. We are in the thick of it. We've got cars spinning, we've got cars crashing. Boys and girls, you cannot let Jack Cody win. Oh. No, I got turned around. Oh no, I got turned around. Oh, I was doing great and I got turned around right here. No. Oh, it's not my night, no. I was doing so well. I was doing so well. Oh my gosh. We have the traditional everybody tries to get everybody into the pits. Where's the pits? Somebody's got to go in. Who's going to go in? Oh, it's so hard. There's only 3 of us now. Oh no, I didn't manage to get anybody in. I couldn't get anybody in the pits. Oh dear, 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 dear. Okay, I tell you what, I'm going to get shot. I'm going to get shot. Jack Kobe was the winner. Zach Vroom in second and Grenster in third. But what we're going to do is I'm going to do a 5-lapper. It's just a lot of fun, that race. Come on, come on, come on. Quick, 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 quick. Hurry up, quick. Change car. By manufacturer. I want... Where is the Super Formula in this thing? It's going to be in Gran Turismo, isn't it? Anybody know where it is? Where do I find the Super Formula? I want to find the Super Formula. Super Formula is what we're after. That's what I'm after. Okay, nitrous is prohibited. We need to turn nitrous on. This is seriously the last one, guys, because I'm going to be in trouble. But I'm going to have to shut my door, so don't disturb Joe. As soon as everybody's ready, we'll get going. Where's Coda? I've lost my dog. I've lost my dog. I'm gonna stay out of trouble for this one. I am gonna stay out of trouble. So let's just see what we can do with this. Right, okay. Good night, Ollie. Good night, my friend. Right, let's we've got Jack Kobe, Greg White, Grenster, Welsh Boy, Gamer Dan, me, Drap Fury, Zach Vroom, Hulky, Rita, Borky. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is gonna be fun. We got some in the 19, we got some in the 23. It's gonna be fun. I think we're just about okay on the microphone. It might just last. It'll only be a quick one. Quick one this one. Oh, good luck, everybody. You're going to be last again, yeah? Oh no, can't get turned around. Let's go. We got picked on. That was sneaky. They're hidden there. You couldn't see them. They were like black. By pure chance, I went straight between them. How I managed to do that? That Greg White and Ganger down, is it? They're going to come chase me now. Got Grenstad, Rita and Drag Fury up front. The two guys that were trying to scupper me. Chasing. That's out faster. It's less than 7 seconds Greg White behind, and Dan's not far behind now. And we'll have complete mayhem and carnage into this corner. Or maybe we won't. Loads and loads of sparks flying up there. The guys behind you not take long to catch up. You bet your bottom dollar of that. Myself behind my teammate. Just really pushing. Oh, sideways across the track there, big time. We got through there, I do not know. And we got more cars going sideways. Massive hits into there by people. Just rearrange the cones. I got turned. That's when we didn't want to. Ooh, into the wall. Kid. There he is, see the sparks. Got the Hulky and Jack Cody. Was waiting for that. Jump I get going, I get spun. What's going on here? Big old smash on the line. Hulky, well done. Well done, Hulky. Well done, Zach. Well done, Grandster. Look at that. 0.06 of a second between the top three on the line. My God, that must have been close. Jacoby says this is so addictive. I've got to go to bed. I am going to get shot tomorrow. I could be in so much trouble. There we go. It was 0.6, was it? Oh my gosh, I can't even read. Let's have a look at that one. The result. No, 0.06 of a second. 0.06 of a second. Simon says these are still cleaner than the daily races. Oh my God, I love it. Hulky, Zach, Vroom and Grenster, well done, well done, well done. Thank you ever so much, everybody too that's raced this evening. Really, really appreciate it. It's been brilliant as always. But I am done now for the evening. I'm going to say I'm done. But to be quite frank, I was done about 2 hours ago. I haven't been able to think or anything for about the last couple of hours. And my voice is going as well. But there we go. So thank you ever so much, everybody. I am going to call it a night now. Quit out the room. Whoa, what a race. What a night. What a night. I've had a couple of good races and some awful races. I've really not been in the zone tonight. The Mount Panorama race was my best one of the night. I'd actually shut everything down for that and just concentrated. Otherwise, I've just enjoyed tonight. If I haven't got anything planned for a Friday night special tomorrow, if anybody has got a particular car or a particular track or something particular they'd like to do tomorrow, please hit me up in the Discord. Otherwise, I'm just going to grab whatever. We'll just grab something will do. I'll think about that in the morning and publish it late morning, early afternoon. Go on, keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, I thought I was going to get. Oh, I got a nice car out of that. So we got an amuse. It's very amusing today. It's been a very amusing evening this evening. But well, we got a car. We got a car. That's not too bad. Better than a 10,000 credit thingy. Although I don't know how much the car's worth. But there we go. We'll store that in the garage. And I'm going to. By the way, guys, if you in that one, what you really must do is. Oh, sorry, not. Don't want to do that. Change your oil. Once you are racing on boost, it kills your oil. So please, please, please go and do an oil change, both on the Formula car that you're just running, but also on the GR3 car that you were running earlier on. Please make sure you change the oil in both of those. Dan, thank you for the gifted membership earlier. Well done to Hulky, I think, that got that. Thank you to everybody that has subscribed this evening. Casper, Domonkus, I think you were the latest one today, so thank you for subscribing. And I'm going to go last used. I'm going to grab the endurance model. As you can see, look, the endurance model already. I changed the order on that earlier on before we started. One race with boost, and we need to do an oil change. Jack Kobe feels like he needs an oil change. I don't know. I feel like I need something to keep me awake at the moment. I'm also, just while I'm here, I'm going to go and change the oil in, although the game's crashed now. He was doing this. I keep getting to the point where I just get a big black screen that basically says, Mitch, you've had enough. Go to bed. Go to sleep. So that's what I'm going to go and do now. Thank you to thank you ever so much to everybody that's raced with me this evening. I really appreciate it. We'll be back at 9 o'clock tomorrow. Like I said, not quite sure what we're doing. I think it's Friday tomorrow. No, it's Friday today. It's actually today now. But later on today, we'll be doing a Friday night special. I don't know what I'm going to be running. We'll see. I'll have a look in the morning. Like I said, if there's something you'd like to do, hit me up in the Discord, and I'll certainly give it my best consideration. In the meantime, hopefully I'll see some of you at 9 o'clock tomorrow. For now, take care. Bye.